Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rising Star. My name is Ruth. This is your Mercury retrograde reading. We'll see if I can say it. All right, so this Mercury retrograde starts in Virgo on August the 5th, and it stays in Virgo until August the 14th when it retrogrades into Leo until the 28th. So this Mercury retrograde is happening in Virgo and Leo. This is a collective reading. So, Spirit, show us, please, what we need to know about this Mercury retrograde coming up. Show us the energy that the collective is embodying at this time during this Mercury retrograde. What kind of energy are we working through at this time? Are we moving through at this time? Surrender. Perfect. Okay. So we're surrendering to something. This can be reflecting on something so as to let it go. So show us what we're reflecting on, please, Spirit. What are we reflecting on during this Mercury retrograde? Six of Pentacles, Lord of Material Success. Okay. And what are we learning from this reflection? The Tower. The Blasted Tower is what it's called in this deck. Lord of the Host of the Mighty. Interesting. Okay, and how does the future look after this Mercury retrograde? How is the future looking after this Mercury retrograde? The Last Judgment, the Spirit of Primal Fire. So we have the Tower and Judgment, both Scorpio energies. The Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy. The Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this has something to do with the value system. This has something to do with looking at success differently. Virgo rules the house of daily routine, and Leo rules the house of health and children, and what's the other thing? I can't remember now. Self-expression, happiness, fun, hobbies, stuff like that. So there could be a change to your daily routine, or you could be reflecting on how you're spending your time, how you're spending your energy. Like, are you too focused on routine? Do you need to be less focused on routine, maybe? Do you need more? Maybe you want to focus more on going with the flow or being more spontaneous. There was something else I had with that. Yeah, it's like where you're putting your energy and in your time. It's your time that we're looking at here. Yeah, the value of your time. Interesting. Okay. Show me the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit, with what we're reflecting on. The Six of Pentacles. What are we reflecting on? That is Moon in Taurus. Lord of Material Success. So maybe you've been working too hard towards a financial goal. Your health could be sacrificed at this time for your finances. Does that make sense? Like you're neglecting your health because you're working too hard, something like that. Three of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you've been working really hard towards a goal here, towards a wish fulfillment. I feel like I'm talking to someone who needs to lighten up a little bit and have some fun, because it's like you've been pouring all of your energy into one thing here and it hasn't been distributed evenly throughout your life as it needs to be. One track mind is what I'm hearing. One track mind. All right, show me the Tower with what we're learning here. Okay, this is what you may be learning right now. Okay, this could be a past experience where you worked too hard and you're learning from that now why something fell apart. Because it's almost like you're putting so much energy into something but not other things, that other things start falling apart around you. Yeah, it's like you're working so hard to keep one thing together, but not the other things. You're not evenly distributing that energy. And so if other things may be falling apart, it could be like a home situation or something that's falling apart. I just saw the Ten of Swords trying to come out there. All right, show me this Tower with what we're learning. The King of Pentacles and Temperance. That money doesn't buy everything. A lot of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, moderation. Temperance is moderation. Okay, whoever this is for, you need to surrender to living your life and not focusing so much on one thing here. It's like tunnel vision, you know. There's more cups to be filled here. You have 9 cups, but you've been overflowing one of them. You've been putting all energy into one cup here and not distributing it evenly. You see how Temperance has the water there in the cups? Yeah, something will come crashing down if you don't focus on other areas of life here. This feels like avoidance. It feels like putting all of your time and energy into work because you're avoiding other things here. You may be telling yourself something, a work goal is going to fulfill your wishes, but it's not. All right. The Last Judgment, the King of Wands, Leo energy. The King of Wands is a guy who knows how to have fun, but he also reaches goals. You see how on the King of Wands card, there's salamanders that have, they have their tails in their mouths. On the other Wands cards, the salamanders, on the other Wands court cards, the salamanders have not yet achieved catching their tail. But on the King of Wands, the tail has been caught because the King of Wands is a successful person. So this is the King of Wands has found achievement through this balance, okay? He's putting work into different areas of life and he's having fun doing it. You may be working really hard towards something and you're not enjoying it at all. All right, show me more about the future. The future is about waking up to this and learning to have fun. It's like whistle while you work, you know, like enjoying what you do. So maybe you're being called towards something new. Maybe Scorpio season is going to be big for you. The Star, being called towards something new. You're being called down a new path. And it starts with this Mercury retrograde. The Chariot. You're being called down a new path. The Star, the Chariot. We have 4 major arcanas in case if you're wanting them. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Cancer here. So the Cancer, what would it be? The Cancer full moon in January. Something could really start to change their, like, you may start going on a new path here after Mercury retrograde, but by next January, it's like you're fully integrated into a new way of life or something. Okay, so let's go back to this reflection energy. The 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. I feel like somebody here might be putting a lot of energy into work, but not as much energy into the home, into the family, into like enjoying the home and the family. Knight of Cups. 5 of Cups, yeah. If you're not careful, you could lose people around you that you love, or you'll lose something that you love. That's what the Tower is. Something you do love could be falling apart because you're not paying attention to it. And it feels like a loss of people. Strength. There needs to be like a relinquishing of a controlling energy here. This may be what you're learning here from Mercury retrograde, is that You focusing all of your energy into one thing here, that is like a means of control. It's how you find control in your life. That's what the surrender is. You need to let go of control here and surrender. All right, show us the Tower, the King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. You need to have fun. You need to tell people you love them. You may be forgetting to even tell people that you love them because you're so, it's like you're drowning in this. Six of Cups. Yeah, it's like take time to smell the flowers. Enjoy life around you. You're so busy with your head bent working hard on something here that you're not noticing what is enjoyable about life. It's like you're not living in the moment. You're not being mindful. You're not present. You need to learn how to be present. Maybe this Mercury retrograde will force you to slow down. There could be technical difficulties that force you to slow down. Like maybe your internet goes out for a few days and you're not able to work, and you end up spending time with your kids or your family or doing things in nature. All right, show me the Last Judgment, the King of Wands, the Star, and the Chariot, please. The Page of Wands. This is like learning to embrace a childlike mindset on life. You know how children just like live in the moment? It's like that. Like you're learning to live in the moment like a child does. You're learning to enjoy the small things in life. You know how like when you're a child, the silliest thing, what seems like the silliest thing can intrigue you and like keep interest for hours. This kid that I used to babysit, he got new shoes, and you know how like the shoes will be tied together with a rubber band. He had the cut rubber band from his new shoes, and he would twirl it around all day every day for weeks. He played with just a rubber band, you know. It's like the little things in life that can bring you joy. I'm not saying you should just play with a rubber band for weeks, but it's like seeing life through the lens of a child and having like that childlike innocence and joy for life, which for some of you here, probably for a lot of you here, this may be something that you kind of miss out on as a child because of other things that were going on. You could have grown up in a very disciplined home, and that's why you have this very disciplined energy now, and you think that you need to be working all the time. That could be a learned behavior also. Justice. Yeah, you're going to find balance by looking at life differently and moving down this new path here. It's like you're more vulnerable, you're more open. Ace of Pentacles. And you might be surprised that when you do this, it's going to bring you what you were working on over here. I feel like it's like you're constantly chasing, you're like a horse chasing a carrot, right? But what you were working on over here to ignore everything else for, and you weren't getting to your goal, you're going to find that like pulling back from that is going to help you reach your goal. It's like you're taking another path, and it's a happier path, it's a more fun path, but that path actually leads you to your goal quicker than the boring determined path. Does that make sense? Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom there. So you are like freeing yourself up from something here. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. You never saw that this would be the way that you would achieve this goal, you know, like you're learning a lot. All this page energy, you're learning something from this new viewpoint. You're learning a lot about like putting energy into things and relinquishing control and surrendering and having fun. Okay, so you're learning a lot here. That's the point of a Mercury retrograde. I'm surprised we didn't get the Magician or the Hermit, which are both, or the Lovers, which are all major arcana cards for Mercury. That's interesting. All right, I will push through my fear and apathy. I feel like that's what you, maybe like what you feel like you've been doing with your head down, working hard here. It could be that you've been ignoring other things in your life because of fear. One sec. I am choosing my soul self. Yeah, your soul wants you to be happy, not just like work yourself to death. Outward expression. Yeah, you're going to be expressing yourself differently if you're learning through this. Like from this childlike, innocent place, you know? It's like you're you're experiencing the world in a whole new way that you haven't before. All right, I hope that was helpful. Let me know if it resonates and have a great Mercury retrograde.